Boating has been part of the culture of Qatar forever. The Doha brand, Qatar brand, they are helping us to tell our story. So when we were in Florida last week, people are no longer surprised when we are talking about luxury yachts that are built in the Middle East.
Hello and welcome to the show called Voices of Qatar, where we journey through the lives of people, those who have lived, shaped, witnessed the transformation of this country and also contributed in the growth of this country, Qatar. Well, today on this episode, joining us one of the truly remarkable and distinguished guests, Mr. Erwin. We welcome you on FM 107. How are you doing?
Thank you for having me.
Great and glad to have you, since we know that you are CEO of the Gulf Craft Group, one of a leading luxury yacht and boat manufacturers. And recently you've been here for one of the biggest, boat show. What is Qatar Boat Show 2025? So how was that experience, and how do you see the market of Qatar?
Well, this has been the second edition of the Qatar Boat Show here in the Old Doha port. And boating has been part of the culture of Qatar forever. And coming out of the UAE, which also has that inherent boating culture, it's like another home away from home for us, being at the Qatar Boat Show. And so we were very happy to live this second edition of the Qatar Boat Show, seeing not only people we know, customers that we already have in this market and who are upgrading their boats, who are just coming for a chat, but we find also a lot of newcomers to boating, which is great news. We're trying to entice people to find their way to the water, and this event contributes to that.
Wow, that sounds interesting and amazing. Since we know that you have led team across continents, so how has this global exposure helped you or shaped your leadership philosophy and your approach?
I always say that every business is a people's business. People don't buy from companies, they buy from people. And whether you create like we do, build and sell and service products, either way, I've always seen the richness in the diversity of nationalities and people. And having worked across different continents and all over the world, I credit a lot of those international contacts to shaping what I'm able to do today.
Tell me what drew you to this luxury and to this marine sector. What keeps you passionate till date?
A sector where you sell not product or service, but you sell holidays. And it's beautiful when you could put people to have a smile on their face when they discover the sea, the water, and even family time, which maybe on land, because of the busy day and work life, is not always as rich or as qualityful as you would want it to be. That's what we're hoping to give to people, is a bit of quality of life. So it's a beautiful business to be in.
The beautiful line, selling holidays. Really, it's quite beautiful. Okay, tell me, how do you see actually the future of luxury and this marine industry in the coming years?
People have more and more spare time, and I believe that the work balance with spare time and family is key, where people are appreciating more and more the time they have with loved ones, and I believe that the marine industry contributes to that, is a part of that newly found work-life balance. At the same time, if you look also how it is interwoven with tourism development here in the Gulf, in Qatar, all around us, you see marina developments, lifestyle that is created around waterfront living. That also goes hand in hand with boating. So the infrastructure is being created, the lifestyle that people are seeking more and more is all contributing to a further growth of the boating industry.
What are the biggest challenges on scaling, the regional brands on the global levels? And how did you work on this to overcome it?
A very big question mark about what the manufacturing industry represents in the Middle East. And if I look at the luxury industry, the Gulf here has been seen mostly, or the people from the Gulf, as consumers of luxury, as appreciating luxury not so much producers of it. But nowadays, perfumes that are made out here in the Gulf are selling in Paris, and the other way around than what people are used to. When we brought super yachts for the first time to Monaco, press wrote about our ships built in the desert and sold in the luxury capitals of the world. And that was a bit of an uphill battle when we did that initial storytelling, but today, take the Dubai brand, the Doha brand, Qatar brand, they are helping us to tell our story. So when we were in Florida last week, people are no longer surprised when we are talking about luxury yachts that are built in the Middle East, in the UAE, and that are sold to the world. Today people say, oh yes, we can imagine that, because knowing what Dubai and Qatar stands for, we can clearly imagine that is possible. And so we are finding ourselves not only an ambassador for the company when we speak or when I speak, we don't only find ourselves an ambassador for boating lifestyle, we find ourselves an ambassador for the Middle East and manufacturing within this region.
Great, fantastic, Erwin. Okay, since you are entering into a new market, and let's talk about this country, Qatar. So tell me, how do you try to keep good balance between tradition and innovation?
We grew with this market. I mean, when Krafts was created in 1982, one of our first clients were also here in Qatar. And we find clients who are already clients of ours since so many years that they have their fourth or fifth craft from us. And while we have built more luxurious and grander and bigger yachts with a much higher price tag than the initial fishing boats and small leisure craft that we built, we have never vacated our clientele that has made us who we are today. And if you go to the Qatar Boat Show still this afternoon, you'll find that we have fishing boats equally displayed next to the super yacht, the Nomad 101, which we have as a flagship in this year's edition. And we are very, very proud still also to cater to that clientele. So this market being a traditional boating market where people went boating to do some fishing, sport fishing, or just have dinner on the table, either way, we still respect that boating culture as much as the people who are looking for real estate on the water.
Great. Okay, so what advice would you like to give to young professionals aspiring to lead in global industry with strong technical foundation?
Don't forget to smile. This is people's business. I keep turning around to the same issue. I find it sometimes harder to make an engineer smile than somebody who has natural empathy to teach them the skill. I think you have to remain open-minded and ambitious. And I believe that there is so much opportunity, and it's the willingness to reach out and take daring steps that is key. But do this with a like-minded team. That's the key.
Thank you so much, Erwin, for taking out this time and sharing amazing insights with us. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much.